We've been hanging and banging, brother. You know that I'm the cream of the crop. Oh. So let's get funky like a monkey.
That's right. It's just me today. You're lucky I'm here. But that's all right. We got a case. Good to see everybody checking in over here in the chat. We'll jump over there in a minute. If you're new here, I know there's a lot of new people recently. And I want to thank everybody who's been going and checking out our uploaded videos. Our live videos will always have me and Creed reacting to different things. Our uploaded videos will have, an educational facet to them, but it'll also be entertaining at the same time. So make sure, even if we're not live, you check out some of our uploaded videos that I have worked very hard on, and I hope everyone is enjoying. So yeah, got that away. Don't forget 4:05 today. We got Thirsty Thursday over, and we got a chase. So without further ado, this is a TPO case, baby, between this young lady here and two people, I believe. Stalking, harassment is all the allegations, as well as employment recommendations. All that. Let's get into it, shall we?
Acts of stalking that have occurred that likely to occur in the future. I'll hear testimony from her, and then Miss Godfrey, you'll be able to ask Miss Cope any questions if you have any about what she's testified to, and then I will hear from you, Miss Godfrey, and Miss Copetti can ask you questions. Let's see, do either of you have witnesses in this case?
Yes, I do. I have also provided a police report that I emailed into the clerk's office.
And you have a witness, you say?
Yes, I have
Okay, you don't know witness. All right. And you have a witness, Miss Godfrey?
Yes, I have a witness, my aunt right here. I submitted like 10 PDFs, as well as the false police report filed against me and the previous TPO from Clayton County.
Good grief. She got a lot. Good to see Donna.
Exhibits in here. All right. All right, Miss.
She got receipts, kids.
You're the petitioner in this. Why don't you tell me your version of what's occurred?
I'm currently in a situation where I'm being victimized. My child's father, his sister, is currently stalking and harassing me. This is the case of entitlement versus acknowledgement, where a father has failed to acknowledge his paternal rights and responsibilities, and an aunt who feels entitled. On July the 13th, I went to Clayton County Court, where a TPO amongst myself was dismissed, and Ms. Godfrey was very irate from the decision of this outcome, to where she followed me from the courthouse, tried to run me off the road, and pointed a gun at the gas tank of the car that I'm in. And I also can reference case number 2307000351 for that. I'm in the process with Clayton County, excuse me, for filing a warrant for her arrest for that. I believe that this should go from not only stalking to aggravated stalking, being that the judge asked her to wait in the courtroom to allow us to leave the premises of Clayton County, to give Ms. Godfrey time to not even be in the flow of traffic that I'm in. When Ms. Godfrey doesn't have her way, she tends to reach out to my child care provider, who is an at-home licensed provider. I currently work for the Atlanta District of the Public Defender's Office by night, and I don't have a car by day. I don't have a car at all to stalk this woman, and I feel like these false accusations are a defamation of character. They're slandering me, and this victimization is trying to prohibit me from effectively taking care of my child.
All right, so she's come out swinging for the fences, guys. She's making tons of allegations at this. It's her baby daddy's sister, so the aunt to her children. I like that. We've heard it many, many times, by the way, of people saying, let people leave the courtroom at different times and that kind of stuff. So that's not out there. But what is out there, Shelly, 1 month a member, that's out there. Thank you, Shelly. So let's hear some more.
I would like for Ms. Godfrey to please stay away from me and my child, to also not contact my child care provider. She puts my CAPS, which is my child care subsidy, in jeopardy once she keeps calling and kind of harassing my child care provider. It's a licensed at-home provider.
Yeah, well, tell me exactly what you're saying she has done, and when did this start, and what has she done?
This all started
Terminator?
from an incident where she took my child out of state without my permission. So in retaliation of her Clayton County, I did a police report in Clayton County where Clayton County made her bring the child back to Georgia because I am the only legal parent in this matter. And so she was upset by the outcome that she had to bring the child back to Georgia. So she took out a TPO restraining order in Clayton County amongst me, and it was dismissed. She got mad that it was dismissed and followed me from the Clayton County courthouse, in which I have a witness. I also filed a police report in Jonesboro incidenting the incident. I have a case number documenting the 911 call where Ms. Godfrey tried to run me off the road very aggressively and pointed her gun at the gas tank of the vehicle that I was in. I also have a witness to that incident.
All this gas tank pew and talk here. Also, real quick, too, Terminator, almost 2 years. Oh, seems like more. Her calling the babysitter and stuff, her taking the kid out of town, that's, I mean, you got to have permission to do that kind of stuff. Even though she's an aunt, aunts don't have that much rights. I know, like in North Carolina, grandparents don't even have any kind of rights. So, all this pew talk about it, gas tanks, and it's quite alarming. Let's find out more.
I don't want any contact with Miss Godfrey at the moment.
Okay, so you're saying that this is after the temporary protective order hearing in Clayton was dismissed, saying she followed you from the courthouse?
Yes, correct. Yes, she followed me from the courthouse. After the TPO was dismissed against me, she was very irate. And like I told the judge in Clayton, I'm not harassing or stalking her. I don't have a car. However, once this entitled aunt, doesn't have her way,
Did she do anything after that? I mean, what did?
No more than just trying to follow me off the road on July the 13th. No more than trying to follow me off the road and aggressively pointing the gun or whatnot. I haven't received any calls from her or whatnot. No more after that.
All right. Police. Were the police called? Because that's something you call the police about.
Okay. So, and how long did she follow you in that day?
She followed me a ways down Terra Boulevard. We were from, I think it was Smith and Wall, for at least 2 to 3 intersections. I'm sure Clayton County currently has an investigation open right now. I have a police report that I've written and I've already sent into the clerk's office if you need. But right now I'm just in a situation where I'm fearful of my life, being that Miss Godfrey feels so entitled to my child, and a child that her brother has failed to acknowledge any paternity or parental rights to. I feel that she wants to so be involved that she doesn't know her place to call in the child care provider. My child care provider is a licensed at-home facility. This isn't just her place of business, but this is also her place of residence. And I've asked Ms. Godfrey on several occasions to please not call the child care provider. The last incident happened in June, to where they took my child out of state without my permission. The child had not even been in the child care for 2 weeks. And instead of her calling to communicate with me, she called the child care provider. My child care provider is a licensed mandate reporter. And this puts my livelihood in jeopardy. If I lose my cats, I can't go to work.
How old's your child?
He's 3.
Okay.
Again, this aunt's way overstepping her boundaries with this kid. I mean, the dad doesn't have anything to do with him. I mean, I understand if you have a good relationship with the aunt, sure, you'd let them do stuff. But it seems like this aunt just does whatever the hell she wants. She's calling the child care people, trying to get them kicked out of there. It's very, very troublesome. Thanksgiving's got to suck. I mean, suck. She walks in the door and everybody's like, "Oh, look, there she is."
You stupid bastard.
And I have birth certificate documentation from Clayton County Courthouse showing that I'm the legal only parent and that Clayton County did make her bring the child back. So this will be a kidnapping case.
So the husband is, the father is not had filed a legitimation petition.
He's not legitimate. He's not even acknowledged paternity to this child. I also have a issue. Me and him are up next, but no, he has not done anything. Acknowledged paternity, or has he legitimized this child?
Okay. Well, as you say, yes, that he nor any of his family has any rights whatsoever to have any sort of custody or visitation with the child. So
exactly.
All right. So Miss Godfrey, you have any questions you want to ask Miss Copenny what she's testified to? You don't have to, but if you have some questions, you can ask them.
I don't know. Well, the question is this gun situation. I left before her. I stopped at the gas station. I don't even know what this girl's talking about. She's a pathological liar.
Hold on a second. Yes, you're going to testify in a minute, but right now I'm just saying if you have any questions.
Yes, I do have a question. I'm trying to figure out how do I feel entitled to my nephew. The only reason that I have Miss Helen's number is because Kanisha provided me with it. I used to pick him up from daycare on a daily basis.
Wait a minute. Hold on a minute, ma'am. Again, you're testifying. You're telling me things. If you don't have any questions, you want to ask.
No, I don't have any questions.
Okay. All right. Well then.
Are we going to find out that they used to have a really good relationship and now they don't anymore, and that's why we're here? But the pew, I mean, if that's true, she does not need to be over the kid. Leather and Lashes, sorry to hear about your broken tailbone, but Michael comes in with $2 for anti-Glock. Thank you, Michael. You're all alone I think we're alone now Express.
And let's see, and Ms. Copenny, you say you have a witness? No, you don't have a witness. Okay.
No, I don't. I have the witness statement in the police report that the investigation is open for her for the following me and aiming the gun while operating a motor vehicle in Clayton County. I have a police report for that incident.
There we go.
And a witness for that incident, but no witness on the Zoom today.
Okay. All right. Let's see, Miss Godfrey, then I'll hear from you now. What do you want to tell me?
Okay, so my brother it had the baby 2 weeks prior to me taking him out of town, and we had already talked about taking him to Florida to see my mother. She blankly told me that she's going to waste all the county's time if I don't send her no money. Once I crossed the Georgia-Florida line, I sent all the information.
Terrible ban.
To you, Judge. She began to harass me and constantly called me, threatened me. She sent me over 124 text messages saying that if I don't send her the money right now, she's going to call the police, this, that, and the third. So once I got back, I filed a TPO against her so that she could stop harassing me. Judge Parker of Clayton County denied that TPO, stating that there were no verbal threats regarding like bodily harm or anything like that. But this girl has been harassing me ever since the very beginning. Like all I've ever done was try to help. I don't know why she say I feel like I'm entitled. I have 5, 6 different nieces and nephews, and all I do is try to help out. I just try to help her what she lack. She's an incompetent mother. She can't hold down a steady job. She's forever having an interview or a job. She always asking me for stuff. I bought her over $100 worth of cleaning supplies because she moved into like a squatter home or something, and it was like real dirty when they first moved in. So I bought her a whole bunch of cleaning supplies. Like we've never had any issues. The only issue is that she was retaliating. She put the police on me saying that I had kidnapped her child because my brother refused to send her money. I sent you the text message. She said I plotted this to all week. Also,
what is your
once the judge denied?
You want to pull that? What?
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Pull that back a little bit, man. She is really pulled back the cover on this. She ain't hiding anything. We're getting all of it. Yes, we are all thinking of Carol Paisley. Paisley is right. We're all thinking of Carol because there's Carol, 24. Still no results. But we're all thinking about you, Carol. Oh, sorry. We love you, Carol. We love you. Some heated words. Oh, thank you, Amy. I don't know what to say, but thank you so much. Creed is at the casino. I know you guys didn't have to think too hard to figure that out. Shalene. Working it and working it and working it, off to work. Have fun. But yeah, this aunt and her, huge falling out, and the asking for money, or you're going to report her for kidnapping the kid. That's some calculating cold-blooded.
What is the what is that? Did you have an
I
exhibit?
got respondent. Yes, sir. Exhibit. Yes, I have exhibit A through J. If you look at go ahead, I'm sorry.
What exhibit are you referring to now?
P through J.
Where is it? Okay. Exhibit A is just the police report. In the police report, she stated when she contacted Clayton County that she had not spoken to nor me or my brother. That's why she was calling, and that's why she was having us bring him back, because there was a lack of communication for her. But although attachment C showed you clearly that at 11:07, huh?
Yeah, I was
At
can we pull
11:07.
that? Can we pull that up?
I got it. Well, I don't know if you want. I had it put. I sent it to you already.
Well, that's what we need to see.
This would be exhibit C.
You're in a Georgia public defendant shirt.
Exhibit C. This one, you see this one, Judge?
Yeah, well, I don't know. Are we able to pull this up on screen? Somebody with staff for the.
Anybody?
No, it's too blurry. Can't see that.
Anybody working today?
I'm working on it, Judge.
And then,
Zoom, we had to do it through the browser, so like it had taken me a different way to share it, but I'm working on it.
Take your time.
Okay.
Take your time.
Okay, I think I got it right here.
Just take your time. No hurry.
All right. So, which one does she want me to show?
I can't see it at all.
Okay, it's A through J. So this would be. Okay, you can look at exhibit A and you can take a look at the police report and see what she said that I said. That she said to the police officer, and I basically responded that she got mad at me and upset because we would not send her any money when she knew about this trip. My nephew, he's 3. He told me, "Mommy bought me Paw Patrol book bag and cook for go see Nana." That's what he told me. Then I have exhibit.
Okay. It's really hard to read, but it says 3-year-old on vacation with her that Mrs. Copeland, I think it says, got mad because Ms. Godfrey nor she would give her money that was she had asked for. She said she was going to tell the police was retaliation for not giving her money. I don't think there's any addresses there. There is an address, but I don't think you guys can even see it.
Exhibit B is it's just the
more police report.
The TPO I filed against her once I got back, because she not only was even after I dropped my nephew off to her, I had to drive him to the Georgia-Florida line to meet my sister. Once I let them go, she still was texting my phone, calling my mama all kind of crackheads. My mama been cleaning out drugs for 24 years. This girl,
good for mom.
My mama all kind of crackhead. This don't have nothing to do with the situation, but she just being very disrespectful. If you look at exhibit C, you could clearly see that on Friday, June the 9th, 2023,
$1,000.
She requested. At 11:07 p.m. she requested $1,000 Zelle from me. When I did not respond to that Zelle, she texted me a picture of Clayton County Police car on June the 10th, the following morning at 7:54, and said that it was showtime. She also texted me that message in the middle and said, "I plotted this all week." So we can move on to exhibit D.
If you look right here, she took a picture of the car, I guess her leaving with the kid, and said showtime. This is pretty evil. If this is true, this is really evil. $1,000.
She also had a young lady who I believe is probably her witness, her little friend or whatever.
Her little friend.
The girl who came to court with her, which would be the girl she was in court with or whatever. Because my cousin, she works for Defects, and she was like, there was no case, there's no Miss Harris. In this exhibit, you will see she said Defects is a paper trail because she did like a fake wellness check to my auntie house the night before. Mind you, my nephew was with my brother 2.5 weeks before I took him out of town. She knew this. She knew I was going out of town. She even claimed she plotted. Then she knew he was going out of town because you see the second text message say, I want my child vacation over. She clearly stated in the next one, need to be leaving now or needs to send me that money. So basically it was either or.
All that stuff. I mean, I don't know how well you guys can see it. It's just repetitiveness of her asking for the money, saying that, you know, she's going to call the police. Nobody's responding to her Cash App requests. I mean, this is crazy.
Then they'll me since nobody can't answer their phone because I promise you, I had 147 missed calls from this girl. Your brother didn't answer my Cash App request, so it's giving kidnapping. So that's why she called Clayton County and told them that I kidnapped them. Then if we move on to Exhibit E, I basically was trying to be, trying to keep it cool with her because like I said, I've never had an issue with her. When she called me over a year ago and told me she had a new job downtown and if I could pick up casing, I picked up my nephew every single day for her after work and took him home. Never asked her for anything, never charged her anything or anything like that. That's the only reason I have contact with her child in daycare because me and Miss Helen in school, Miss Helen told me I can always give her a call if anything was wrong. So when Kanisha starts, she said that I'm the one, but when this girl can't get her way, she just goes, I don't know, crazy. When my brother doesn't give her attention, she loses her whole mind. But you could see in Exhibit E where I highlighted some things, which I'll let her know, I wasn't aware of certain things. I didn't know, my brother don't talk about her. She draws a wedge between me and my brother. So we don't have conversations about her. So when she did that, he don't want to talk to me because he like, well, I don't got nothing to do with her. I don't want to talk to her. This, that, and the third. She's trying to keep my child away from me. So
she likes to say this, that, and the third. I've never even knew that was a option. What is an option though? Sending me over $5. Showtime, baby. This lady is, if any of this is true, this is some of the most evilness I've seen in quite a while, to use a kid in order to get monies from somebody. No wonder the dad doesn't want anything to do with her.
You could see also after that, in the next text message, she said she's gonna find a new baby dad. She called me an old infertile hoe. She said your mama's a crackhead with what she say, your mother a crackhead, the one they said do anything strange for their dope. They said her bitch ass son ain't legally the daddy. Think it's over, it's not. She said she's gonna try to get my brother's on felony probation. She said she's gonna call every county to make sure he gets locked up. And she said she's gonna do the same for me. But then she was wishy-washy in the text message because you could see she said, go ahead, make arrangements with your brother because they had been talking. That's why I don't understand how she could say she hadn't talked to us. She clearly stated right here, hey, you need to make arrangements with your brother. Call him. We've been talking, clearly. So that was Exhibit E. Let me move on so that we can get forward.
Auntie has got receipt on receipt on receipt. I mean, and this lady's got jokes too. She come in with all the stuff about the family, having lots of fun, making fun of them. Yeah, it's all coming as just revenge, just deep-seated hatred and revenge towards this fam. What a shame. Not a shame. Gary, give me $2. That's always a good thing. Gary, I was wondering where you were.
Gary, where are you?
Glad you're here.
Forward. So in Exhibit F, I guess she feel like a black officer is showing some type of leniency or something. I mean, a black officer showing some type of leniency because this will be Exhibit F, not the one you got on the screen. But Exhibit F, it basically says she basically started harassing me, saying that she had reason to believe I fled, which I had already texted her back and told her that Clay County told me to have the baby there, so that's what I'm gonna do. I'm not gonna go against the grain. She told me that she gonna post my brother. She did. She sent me a picture of my brother ID. It's Social Security number. She posted on Facebook. She sent it to my mama, my sister, and my aunt, stating that she gonna get some type of money for his information. She said, information I got, his information.
She is just going. I mean, so much stuff, guys. This is very evil. This woman's coming off very, very evil.
Posted on Facebook. They said I can get $50K by next Monday. Laugh out loud. So what I did was I had already blocked her from my phone, but I could still see her calling and texting. So I sent that message right there. I created that message from another message that someone sent me, and I put my phone number in it so that she could stop calling my phone. Then the young lady that she had calling my phone in exhibit G, you could see that she clearly, it's a fake phone number for the lady said she worked for DFAS. She kept calling me, harassing me, telling me I need to take my nephew to the nearest police station or whatever. Like she was trying to get me to do some type of abandonment or something like that.
Let me ask you about what she's testified to her
Okay.
contention about you following her from the courthouse and pulling a gun on her and all that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Go ahead. I'm listening, Judge.
Yeah. What? Tell me about what's your response about her saying that you followed her from the courthouse and pulled a gun on her?
I'm gonna be honest with you, Judge. I don't know what she's talking about. The judge told me, Judge Parker told me to leave the courthouse. I left the courthouse. I don't even know what kind of car these people was in. I went to the gas station and I came out the gas station and I kept going. I went to my sister's house. My sister stay off of my other sister stay off of Tar Boulevard. Kanisha make up so many lies, Judge. I can't defend something that's not true, to be honest. So I really don't have nothing to say about that. I'm already knowing she's gonna have a witness. She have a witness for everything. Her friend, her best friend, the same person probably called me faking like she was a DFAS worker. They lie about anything.
Jeez.
All right. Well,
but if I could show you, but if I could also,
I'm going to.
Griggsy, good to see you.
I think I've heard enough on this case. I think it's sort of along the line of like in a situation with the one in Clayton County, to get a order for stalking, there has to be a pattern and course of conduct shown that's harassing and intimidating a person, and there's Miss Godfrey, you've denied you did any of that and getting stuff from her, but then Miss Copenny, you've testified as to one event, her following you for some period of time, allegedly pulling a gun that she denies even doing. But one event like that is not a pattern or course of conduct that amounts to stalking. So I will not be issuing a 12-month order in this case. I will sign a order dismissing it. A copy of it will be sent to both of you. But the accusation is not got to be a pattern course of conduct that we don't have here.
So he's shooting this one down. Remember, the aunt's up first, and we're about to bring in the baby daddy to hear his, because she's got one against both of them. So one win for Auntie,
all right,
who did a great job.
And I don't know what sounds like. I mean, I got a child who, in normal circumstances, could benefit from all family members being involved in the child's case, but doesn't sound like that's going to be happening in this situation. So, yes, ma'am. You're muted right now.
I'm sorry. I have an open investigation in Jonesboro with a police report. I have Deputy Miguel Rivera from Clayton County, who can attest to what I stated. 911 calls to attest with the full investigation. I sent the police report from Jonesboro stating what happened with her following me from the courthouse. We don't have any previous behavior after the 13th, because I went to court on the 13th in Clayton County for her doing the TPO on me. I don't have any reason to contact Ms. Godfrey. I don't care to speak to Ms. Godfrey. I've told Ms. Godfrey over numerous times to not contact me or my child. I only want to talk to her brother. So no, there isn't any aggressive incident, but I'm fearful of my life, being that she was willing to follow me from the courthouse, be in the flow of traffic that I was in, and point a gun. So that's my issue.
Well,
so
like
what I'm asking,
I don't have any. I mean, that to me is not a pattern of court. It's a one-time event. And there might be some crime involved, and if that's true, pointing a gun. But as far as sufficient to issue this order, I'm not going to do that. So,
sure. So how can I prevent her from calling my child care?
I can't give you advice on that, ma'am.
Yeah, he's not
All right.
here to give
Y'all
you
can be
advice.
excused then. All right. Best wishes. I hope things settle down for all of you. So,
Thank you.
so you got to stay there, though, Miss Copenny. We got another hearing with you.
Bring in
All
the
right.
next one.
Okay. All right. Well, Miss Godfrey, you can be.
Judge, I got a question
Yes.
before you go.
All right.
Because I got a question right before you get away from me. Is it okay if I ask you one question?
Yes, ma'am.
He said, yeah, go ahead.
Yes. Okay. So the Judge Parker told me, he did say to me that what she was doing was harassment because I had over 124 messages. So he said that it's considered stalking because there's no there's no bodily injury threats or anything like that. However, it's still harassing. I don't know what can I do about that as far as because she called my phone. Now regardless of what she said on this phone to say, now she's calling my phone private every day, playing on my phone. Like I've never had private calls before. So
again,
look at her face. She was
smiling.
She
there is a crime of harassing phone calls, and they say it's stalking, which is a pattern of
okay. Can I file a charge for that then?
I don't know. I can't give you advice on that. Just I know what the laws are. So
okay.
All right. You can be.
It's okay. I got a lawyer.
Okay.
So
All right. That's
Oh,
good.
she's got a lawyer.
All right. Well,
thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Arnie.
All right. And then let's go ahead and get Mr. Calvin got.
What do you think the point of this shirt is she's wearing? The Georgia Public Defender's Office or whatever it is. Do you think she wore that intentionally? That's got to be like, for real, she did that on purpose, right? She wore that shirt today. That couldn't be the only shirt that was clean in the house. Baby daddy up on deck.
I see you, bro. Get your beautiful face on the screen.
Get your beautiful face on the screen. Show the world your beautiful face.
Okay, let's see. It's Mr. Godfrey.
Tank top.
Tank top. Muted.
Come on into court with your tank top on.
Mr. Godfrey. You're muted.
Absolutely a humble brag.
Okay.
All right. All right. We'll go ahead. Let's see. You haven't been sworn in. We'll just we'll go ahead with this hearing. But Mr. Godfrey, you don't go to court wearing tank tops. But
oh, my fault. I ain't even. I'm sorry about that. Hold on.
Put this on. Put it on.
Is he putting a blanket around himself? What is he doing? Oh, he's got a jacket. Put the jacket on.
I mean, I wasn't.
He's dressing up that tank top.
All right. Okay.
You should sign it.
All right. Okay. Thank you. All right. Let me ask you to raise your right hand, sir. Do you swear or affirm the testimony? You've already been sworn, man. Do you swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth, the whole truth, under penalty of perjury?
Yes.
Okay. All right. You can put your hand down. All right, Ms. Copenny, again, you're the petitioner on this one as well. What do you want to tell me about the situation with Mr. Godfrey?
Mr. Godfrey is currently on a nonviolent contact bond, and I'm doing this petition to up the bond to a no contact bond and to include me and my minor child. I don't want to have any contact with Mr. Godfrey. I'm feeling fearful of my life, being that I'm being not only harassed by him, from him pointing guns and aiming firearms at me, but also his family.
Hold on a second. Mr. Godfrey,
is that Big Ben? Where do we end up in England all of a sudden?
Stay on screen while we're having the hearing. All right. Okay. So what are you saying? He's done that?
I'm a little fearful of my life as I'm trying to provide and take care of my minor child. I would like no contact with Mr. Godfrey. I was having contact with Mr. Godfrey, asking him to help me provide. I'm constantly being coerced, encouraged, and enticed to prostitute, to sell my body, to pay my bills.
I mean, that's not a, I mean, it is the oldest profession in the world. He is, he wants you to go from extortion to prostitution. It's not a big jump.
Constantly being disrespected, and on numerous occasions I've asked Mr. Godfrey not to call my phone, to not contact me again. As I've stated in the previous situation with his sister, Mr. Godfrey has not legitimized, nor has he acknowledged any paternal rights to this child. I would strictly just like to remove this. He is on a non-violent contact bond in Spalding County, for shooting at me. And I would like this to go from a non-violent contact to a full no contact.
Okay, well, that's something to deal with the court there in Spalding County. What are you saying acts of the family?
He's constantly harassing, constantly texting, telling me I should prostitute to pay my bills. I've asked him not to contact my phone. Even in the situation with the kidnapping, I reached out to Mr. Godfrey, told him I would like to see my child before he went to Florida. He told me that his sister, and I have text message documentation, he told me that his sister would be returning my child. I don't know what their communication barriers are, but that's none of my concern, considering I'm the only legal parent and the primary giver for this minor child. I just strictly want to be in a safe space. I feel like I'm being victimized, and I just would like the system to help me. I
understand that, but I need to know what the evidence that you have of acts of family violence that he has committed.
Last year, no, I don't have any new charges, no more than last year, him kicking in my door and the constant harassment of me, telling me I should prostitute and things of that nature.
That's her go-to, back to prostitution. You don't have to sell your body for the money. You don't have to sell your body to the night. Good to see you.
That was last year?
No, last year was him kicking in my door. And this year was the prostitution text messages and things of that nature. And I also sent in his disposition. Me and him is more so of just upping the bond from a no contact to a full, from a non-violent contact to a full no contact. That's all I want with him is.
Oh, well, that I can't do anything about that. That's in Spalding County. You'd have to contact the court there.
So Spalding County told me that I had to contact you all because he's a resident of DeKalb County. I've been in contact with the Spalding County JAG officer and his probation, and they're not been able to until I do this in DeKalb County. But me and him have a hearing on the 17th in Spalding County.
Okay, what's that hearing about?
Revocation of his probation. He is currently on a non-violent contact probation for shooting at me. I'm constantly feeling harassed and fearful of my life. I would like no contact with him.
All right. Well, but as far as this,
he shot at me. His sister's pointing guns at me in traffic.
But since there's been nothing occurred with him since
June,
over a year ago.
No, June. I didn't send in messages into the docket, but no, it was text messages in June, encouraging, enticing to me to prostitute. Very nasty messages where I constantly asked Mr. Godfrey to please stop contacting my phone.
Well, that's not this is a petition for alleging that's been acts of family violence that have occurred.
Denise, good to see you.
Calling somebody and asking them to prostitute or harassing phone calls is not a violence. An act.
Yeah, the asking, telling her, if she's calling all the time asking for money, and he's saying, "Look, why don't you want money so bad? You can go out there, and sell, you know what? If Cree was here, this is where the cat sound would play. Since he's not, you get this."
Trafficking, right?
What's that?
Would that be human trafficking?
No.
Enforcing, encouraging, enticing.
That's not an act of family violence, though.
Human trafficking. Did you do it? I'm sorry to laugh. That was kind of a funny question. Even he's laughing. Look, even he's cracking up. Human trafficking. Oh boy. Yeah, it's ridiculous. This whole thing is ridiculous. This is just somebody that's mad as hell. I mean, just mad. Yeah, a lot of PPU and prostitution talk here. The two P's.
So,
three P's.
Yeah. So again, your own testimony is there's been nothing over a year that he's done on that. I mean, again, if there's a crime of harassing phone calls. If somebody repeatedly calls you for purpose of harassing and intimidating you, you can see about criminal prosecution on that.
Brandon,
but you're saying there's no
good choice.
No acts of family violence that have occurred in over a year. And
I'm not gonna lie, I thought he had like a mask on under here. Like it is a very interesting beard.
And so I will not issue a.
Look, I was sorry, I gotta stop you again, Judge. I promise. But when someone comes in and word for word quotes one of my favorite movies, I'm gonna get you, sucker.
12-month order on this. It was well dismissed for lack of evidence. All right. Well, y'all can go have the hearing and see whether they're going to change the conditions of the bond. But all right. Well, you can both be excused then. Thank you.
So yeah, what a cluster F. What a cluster F. I cannot believe that this has been. She brought 2 cases, not just 1, 2, into the courtroom and gave us nothing but this tomfoolery, this boulder dash. Absolute Hail Mary. She had 0 chance of winning. But if you remember too, here's something I found very interesting. Her baby's father is such a bad person that he had the child 2 weeks prior to the trip to Florida. She has no problem letting these people hold on to the baby when she wants some time to herself. Oh, big pimpin' spinning G's. But when it comes to this, nobody's sorry. Nobody's sorry, Deanna. We all walked out of this not sorry. Only person sorry right now is Shelly that she sent over $2. Shelly, you're on the caboose. So another interesting day. There'll be new court videos popping up across Credence and Mikey YouTube channel and over on We Got a Case today. So make sure you keep an eye out for those premieres. Oh, yeah. Denied the duck, too. Some really good stuff. One case with good old Judge Middleton, where he calls a guy a jerk, along with a few other things. Mad or cave, neither one of those, but good to see you, buddy. So, as well as a really good one from Judge Cedric Simpson of a guy attacking someone with a piece of frozen meat. That's all I'm going to say about it, because I don't want to, let too much cat out of this bag. Oh, I'm so glad you guys are here. Everybody's saying, thanking me for being here. This is my job. I'm here every day. Are you kidding me? This is my job. You guys are my family, especially all you new people. I really, really do appreciate and watching the videos that I spend all day working on. It means the most to me. It really, really does. So I want to thank you guys. But right now, I got to do something else. I got to thank these people who were nice enough to send over monies. That's right. Hard-earned cash over to the kid. Well, this kid's like 50 years old, but over to the kid on the I Think We're Alone Now Express. You guys, all of you are on it. Only a few of you will be recognized. Michael. Amy P says I'm her favorite. Well, I can't blame her. Shelly. Donna. Gary. Shelly sent over another one. I forgot to put Shelly on again. But Shelly's on there again. As well as. No, I got Shelly. Shelly 2 times. Shelly on the caboose. Boom. Right there. Mine like a steel trap, boy. Hope you guys have a great one. Big E, hope you have a great one. Powerhouse Hobbs, hang in there. Wild duck with a collar. You take care, pal. World's Most Dangerous Chat, we love you. We'll see you for the next one. Stay safe. Stay hard. And most of all, stay tuned. Because this top guy, all day, baby, doing top guy things.
Scissor me, Daddy!
What is?
Bullshit.
You know that I'm the cream